Welcome to the late night. Well, the Euros are on underway, and we are finally reaching to the later stages now with round of 16 approaching, and we basically know which teams are going to qualify bar one or two. But what really is interesting about this is the what I wanted to talk about is actually the tactical side of the Euros that has the football matches that has been played in this Euro so far. And to be honest with you, it's been a bit irritating and frustrating to see teams play a bit negative and dull football. I think the only team that has come out from the box and just actually really tried to play football has to be Italy, and it is in no way I'm saying that the formation that Italy plays 4-3-3 is the superior because I like it, but it is actually showing how effective the formation is, and I don't understand why so many teams are now so hell bent on playing two holding midfielders because it just doesn't work. It's just we have seen England with two holding midfielders, we saw Portugal with two holding midfielders, and we have seen few other teams with two. I don't understand why, because you just need one holding midfielder and you can have much more creativity, especially all these teams that I'm talking about have such a creative talent, depth in their squad that they really don't need to play such dull and such negative football. I understand this is a short tournament and you don't want to get knocked out by a freak result, but I don't know if this is a way to go ahead. I mean, I know Portugal did actually slug their way into the uh, the trophy last time around, but we saw France when they played the World Cup. Like they were expansive and they were so good to watch, and they actually won the World Cup playing that beautiful game. So I don't understand this because the one thing is this that most of these players, like say example for England, when you have Rice and Calvin Phillips in the mid, they both play as a single holding midfielder for their clubs. So you're putting them in a situation where they are not used to play, even for a player like Ford. But that is not the topic right now. The topic is essentially this obsession with two holding midfielders. I mean, we saw this trend coming into the fashion, I think, from the 2010 World Cup in South Africa, when teams were just the philosophy of just having nine men defend and then have one as a free roaming attacker and just try to contain and then have those players make forward runs and do counter attacks and then win the game. But few teams are showing us that and, and the game can actually be played and won with a quite bravery and quite expansion football. Really, I mean, take for example, for Italy, they play 4-3-3 and they have been dominating. I mean, I know it's just been group stages, but they have the best team that have been. They're the best looking team right now to watch, and especially if you have. I understand if you don't have attacking talents in your team and there are much more defensive minded players, you to go try to make the best out of it. But when you have teams full of talents, full of attacking players, then why be so negative? I don't understand that. And the other thing is this: in club competitions and international competition, there is a huge difference. I mean, Arigio Sachi once said that you have to play to the strengths of the players. That just very similar for both club football and international football. But what I mean is that the players that play in the clubs, if you try to put them in a different environment for a short period of time, and because there's not so much of drilling, not so much of coaching, that it's going to be hard. You get you it can get exposed. It just really have the player have to be ex extremely intelligent to be able to play so many positions, and there are very few of them in this world right now. So, and especially when you are blessed with players who play on, if multiple players play in a single team and play together, and if they know the link up, then you don't mess with that. Really don't. I mean, we saw when Germany won the 2014 World Cup how the whole backline was actually playing for the Bayern Munich team, and then that actually helped. The Spain, the team that won the World Cup and the Euros, the Barcelona team, and now the last time around 2018 World Cup when France won it. All the players were playing in the position that they were playing in their respective clubs. So just the game is simple. Don't try to make it too difficult, especially with this England team and with the, I mean, Portugal's team. It's just a bit too negative. There has been negative. They have been negative for some time now, but. I mean, when you see the benches of both these teams, I mean, and the why I'm talking about these two teams because these teams were, I was expecting a lot from them. I know England were my big flops, but that was the reason. But when you see the attacking talent that they have, you have to say that they are massively underperforming massively, and I don't understand this tactical approach, to be honest with you, because it just doesn't make sense because you're playing players in the wrong position, you're playing players out of their position, you're playing in a formation that is negative, that is, you really are not giving yourself a chance. You're actually hoping to be just get lucky in the game and somehow get a goal and just be defensively solid. That is not going to work when you come up against teams who are going to play expansive football. And I really do think so because I know recently there is a new trend of 3-5-2, also 3-4-3, also 3-4-3 is actually quite quite popular right now. When you see when Chelsea won again, the I don't know how till when this Champions League final will come into my topic, but it is relevant actually. The Chelsea won the Champions League final playing in that sort of formation. You saw Germany totally demolish Portugal in that formation. But the key with that formation is that Gosens is actually playing as a wing back for the Atlanta team, and Kimmich is just you can play him anywhere. You have those players. That's why you can Hummels. The back line there, the Hummels, Ginter, they are used to playing in a back three and they are comfortable in a back three. If you put them in a back two, I don't think that's going to work. Rudiger, I mean, if you play him in a back two, he's so rash with his decisions. You never know. In a back three, he looks so solid. That's why it's working. I mean, that's so simple. You just have pick players who you think are going to suit the formation and who and how, and as much as possible the teams that just so you're gonna get the best chemistry out of it. Really. Well, I think the group stages must have taught some lessons to all these teams, and we might be able to see a much more expansive, much more brave football in the later stages. We can only hope so. And well, that's it for this video.